back to the game. What's up, guys? This is Mike Lewis, going to be casting a round 2 game. This is from SECS, the Thursday version, I guess. Is it still called TECS? I don't know, but yeah, it's going to be from round 2. The first round ended really quickly. If you are interested at all in this tournament, go to semiprodota.com, and all the details will be there. This game is going to be between Earn Real Tangos, or just URT, versus LP, Low Priority. Now, Earn Real Tangos is actually a team that I have casted before. I think it's in its entirety. I know your boy JC, Lycus, Tolera, and Tubby the Fat I have all casted before. Flying Zebra, I don't recall casting before. But regardless, yeah, I know that I've seen them before. I knew that they were really good. I think last SCS I casted, they were either at the finals or just short of the finals, so it's that good. Low Priority I do not know that much about, unfortunately, but we're going to be seeing an interesting game because Silencer faces Void are the first 2 bans from Low Priority. Earn Real Tangos had the chance of picking a Batrider first or a Brewmaster, and they chose instead to go for a Puck. Now, as far as mid-lane heroes are concerned, Puck is definitely one of the stronger ones, and then they pick up an Invoker. I no longer know what's going to happen. I'm assuming we're going to be seeing an aggressive tri-lane from Earn Real Tangos. But both Invoker and Puck picked up on the first 2 spots is extremely uncharacteristic of any team, really. Low Priority, they're going to shore up their supports first and foremost. Nick Sasson can go to the offlane, and we probably will be seeing that, actually. It will be a favorable matchup for him versus the Puck, or at least not a terrible one. Ancient Apparition most definitely going to be the supports, which is why we see Earn Real Tango is going to get rid of those setup stuns. Sand King and the Vengeful Spirit, possibly. Yeah, I mean, you could always just make the Nick Sasson support, but either way, Puck and Invoker is kind of an awkward combination because, well, both of those heroes do usually solo lanes, and they usually solo the mid lane, so I'm sure they're not arguing about who's going to be soloing the mid lane, but do my best AC impression. I'll do that in a little bit, Barner, but I don't really listen to him that much. A sniper ban, I think that's just we don't know what to ban, or we don't care what to ban. So, yeah, I don't really know where they're going with that. I'll tell you where they're not going. They're not going to Sniper Town. Sniper Town is a very impoverished town. I mean, there's not much income in Sniper Town. I mean, people like to take it to the mid lane, but it usually doesn't do very well because Sniper Town really sucks there. But either way, Mirana, as well as the Centaur, getting rid of aggressive tri-lane possibilities, and, well, Earn Real Tangos, they have all the possibilities in the world right now. Not really too much to really funnel their choices down. But Low Priority, they're going to need someone to actually make use of this setup stun combination, plus the chilling touch damage that they have. For now, they're going to go for an Ancient Prophet, so that is most likely going to be their offlane hero with Nick Sasson, Ancient Apparition, playing the roaming supports. And as far as dual roaming supports go, you can do a lot worse than AA Nick Sasson. I'm always a little bit on the fence about Nick Sasson as a support because you need someone to actually set up his Impale now, because, I mean, you don't really need it, but it's a lot better that way. So, but if he does land an Impale, Chilling Touch with Cold Feet, it does hurt a lot. The Radiance team real name is Vis-a-Vis. Yes, that is exactly where I saw them last. That is going to be it. And Low Priority. Wow, Spectre. The global comp is real, guys. The dream is alive. Spectre, Nature's Prophet, Ancient Apparition. Low Priority, looking to make Earn Real Tangos really struggle just on a global scale. Now, Earn Real Tangos, if they were really greedy, they'd go for a Tinker and say, no, this is our pick. You can't take the Tinker, or they could just ban it. So I think a Tinker for Low Priority would actually be pretty insane for them if they really do want to go for this huge global strategy. But if you ban out the Tinker, then that you might just push them into a Zeus game. So, you know, maybe Zeus, Tinker, globals. It's gonna be pretty dangerous for Earn Real Tangos. They could, you know, if they get ganked by 1 hero, suddenly they're ganked by 4 heroes. Especially with Nick Sasson kind of just spotting out with Vendetta. He doesn't even have to use the Vendetta damage. He just has to look for targets. So that Spectre can come in, so that Nature's Prophet can come in, so that Ancient Apparition can fire the Cold Cannon. And then Earn Real Tangos, well, they're pretty tanky, Bristleback's pretty tanky. They're pretty survivable, I would say. And now they're pretty tanky. What the greed. Earn Real Tangos. See, none of these heroes are what I would call, in air quotes, support heroes. Like, DK, Bristleback, Invoker, Puck, they all usually solo lanes. They excel really heavily once they get experience. So I don't really know where they're going to lane this, first of all. I think if they just go super aggressive, like cheese the hell out of low priority, then they'll have a pretty good chance in this game. And, the Zeus ban. Oh, the Zeus ban. No, Earn Real Tangos. Why are you doing this to me? Could have seen a Zeus, guys. It could have been a Zeus. It could have been amazing. But instead, we're going to be seeing global heroes. Well, unfortunately for low priority, they banned out Silencer. That would have been a global hero. It would have been a pretty interesting one, too. I don't know how much I would like Silencer in their team comp right now, but, I mean, it's irrelevant. They're just going to get their lanes locked down. So Viper and Assassin, unfortunately, two heroes that are going to be kind of ground locked, whereas Spectre and Nature's Prophet are going to be flying all over the place. But seeing these lanes, I mean, there's really no one that Earn Real Tangos have that Viper is going to struggle up against. Like, Viper versus DK, sure, your chip damage is not going to be as intense as it normally is just because it's DK. He has an ass ton of armor, and he has a lot of regen. It's going to be real hard to cut through that. But hey, if you just keep doming him with poison damage, then you will eventually cut him down with Nether Toxins. Really going to start to do the heavy lifting. Earn Real Tangos, look at that. What a revolutionary pick. They're going to pick a Jakiro. They're going to pick a support hero to get a Dragon Knight plus the two-headed dragon plus Viper in Warcraft 3 was another Drake. So we got dragons all up in this game, guys. But Earn Real Tangos, I honestly have no idea what they're actually going to be doing with this. Of course, Flying Zebra is going to be supporting as the Jakiro, and that's all I got. That's actually all I got. Well, your boy JC, my boy JC, okay, well, let's just go over who's playing what before we look at where the lanes are going. My boy JC is going to be on the Invoker heading towards the bottom lane along with Tubby the Fat's Bristleback and possibly Flying Zebra's Jakiro. Mid lane is going to be handled by Lycus on the Dragon Knight. Most likely will be heading up himself versus the Viper. And then last but not least, we have Tolera solo offlaning the puck. On the low priority side, Bunny Funeral is going to be supporting as the Nick Assassin along with Bunnies for Breakfast, so I guess that is the Funeral. There's a spider on my screen and not one of those fake spiders either. Bunnies for Breakfast and Bunny Funeral, you know, the combinations are real. They're going to both be supporting Lo the Epic, Light of Heaven? Is that Light of Heaven? I don't know. I'm just going to call him Lo the Epic because I don't want to call him Light of Heaven and then just be completely wrong because that would be not cool. But my boy JC is walking into a tarp. He does spot out the Nyx, and Earn Real Tangos. Looks like they're not going to catch this Invoker. Observer Ward is going to spot them out. However, Nick Assassin does have 2 sentries, so we'll see how on the money he is with them. Bunny Funeral.
The battle begins.
Come on. This is important. This is going to really heavily determine whether or not this aggressive tri-lane with a Spectre works out. Unless he just doesn't do it at all, so never mind. On the mid lane, it is going to be Taz Shalis on the Viper, and top lane 1983 is going to be playing the Nature's Prophet instantly. The Observer Ward meant to block off the easy camp is going to be taken out by the Earn Real Tango side, so it is going to be a support Invoker. Now this is actually a thing that lots of players think about, and they're like, support Invoker, is it good? Can it work? The answer is, support Invoker is very, very subpar. I mean, Cold Snap is, especially after the Cold Snap nerf, when Cold Snap was still good, I would say Cold Snap Invoker is legit. You just need Cold Snap and Sunstrike and you're good to go. But without Cold Snap being super strong, it's going to be a little bit difficult for him to really contribute highly. Bunnies for Breakfast going to get hit with some Dual Breath. I don't know where he's going. Nasal Goo taking level 1 from Tubby the Fat, going to lay down some heavy slows on this Ancient Apparition, who's going to take even more damage from another Dual Breath. I don't think he's going to escape from this one. He's slowly trying to escape. Boom goes the mace. First blood being picked up by Tubby the Fat. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you hold on to your first skill point, because if he had Quill Spray, the Ancient Apparition would have walked home safe and sound. Meantime, bottom lane, my boy JC, well, he's going to go for Quas level 1 at the start of this game, and I expect Invoke into Cold Snap being his primary support mechanism. I mean, Invoker has really, really low base damage. It's kind of a way... Oh, is that Envision? I don't know if that's Envision. He has really, really low base damage, but good range. And that's kind of a way of balancing the hero around the fact that Exhort does give him more damage. But when he's not going for extort, or at least doesn't have any extort yet, then he's really going to be a non-factor. Like, Cold Snap is a great, or was a great skill. Nowadays, not as much. I think they messed up and put this a little bit too close to the spawn camp box. So I don't really know what this support invoker is really going to be going for. Maybe if he just dumps his points into Quas, then he could really just... I mean, he's doing a lot of mini-stuns onto Bunny Funeral, and between that and the sprays and the goo, they're going to pick up another kill on this bottom lane. So, I mean, the level 2 Cold Snap, you just don't do as much damage, so it's not as good a skill, but they're going to just dive the tower. They're going to say, screw it, Bunny's for breakfast, going to get hit pretty hard by Chubby the Fat, who's actually running low on mana. Bunny Funeral's going to come right in. He does have an Impale, going to land on 2 heroes. Your boy JC going to go down with the Ancient Apparition, finding the last right click. Flying Zebra now, going to get warded away by the Spectre, by the Nyx, who does have another stun available in 3, 2, 1. How on the mark are you? Invoker's going to disconnect. There's a stun. Flying Zebra is going to get shredded by the Desolate. And that's going to be 2 down on the bottom lane. Tubby the Fat does escape because he's Bristleback, and Bristlebacks never die ever. But so far, this bottom lane is going to be a 2 for 2 overall. And also, I don't know if I said this on... Yeah, there's a storm going on outside, so I might lose power. If I do lose power, then, well, sorry. You guys are going to have to find another place to watch this. I think Coddle Guy is going to be casting Tessahalis. Going to take a lot of damage from that Breathe Fire, and well, he's actually struggling quite a bit. He does have his bottle, though, so he should be doing a lot better in this lane than I really expected. Lycus only has 1 point in the Dragon Blood, but he's 14 for 2 regardless. Viper really, really struggling versus this DK. Taking a quick look at the other side lanes, Nature's Prophet not having the best of times versus the Puck of Tolera. And as far as 1v1 matchups go, I think Puck just kind of has that one in the bag. It looks like this Sentry. This is like the most depressing thing you could possibly see, like this Sentry Ward right here. It's sad, guys, it's sad. But the side lanes for low priority, not doing the absolute best. And that Impale was nowhere near anything. Dual Breath now with the Cold Snap. That's a lot of mini stuns. Here comes Tubby the Fat. Again, doesn't have that much mana, but doesn't really matter. Bunny Funeral is on the run and needs a couple more hits. Not going to be enough. Tubby the Fat taking a lot of damage, and actually Lo the Epic is going to be one to kill off Jakiro, who got a little bit too far ahead of himself. Chilling Touch, level 1 is still legit skill, guys. Your boy JC can take a little bit of damage on the way out, but Lo the Epic with his Desolate level 2 is absolutely tearing through this Invoker. Level 3 has a Cold Snap, however. Here comes Tubby the Fat once again. Teleportation coming back from the Jakiro. Does he have Ice Wall? No, he doesn't have Ice Path, but he's going to lay down Dual Breath onto Lo the Epic. Can they bring him down? Also, Lycus has come down for Dragon Tail onto Bunnies for breakfast. He is really quick with the Haste Rune. That's going to be 2 more kills going the way of Real Tangos. Somehow the Invoker does manage to escape out of that. But this game is absolute chaos. And meantime, top lane. Tolera gets a orb kill on the Nature's Prophet. Yes, Dream Coil was used, and Nature's Prophet just sticking around a little bit too low in his HP pool. I mean, when you're 1v1 against a Puck like that, you kind of want to be greedy and say, I could stick around and just absorb experience, right? Maybe get a little bit more mana, get more treants up. But against a Puck who has just now hit level 7, it's going to be really dangerous. Tubby the Fat, as well as your boy JC on the run. Here comes 1983 with the Sprout. The Impale is going to miss, however. Ice Wall does go down. Won't slow that much. Tubby the Fat is just going to walk out of here. No, the Cold Feet actually procs. I thought he was far enough away, but apparently he was just in range. That's going to be the death of the Bristleback. However, at the same time, mid lane Lycus somehow, some way, gets a solo kill on the Viper. I don't know how that happened. That's not supposed to happen. Viper, yeah, Viper's not supposed to die 1v1 versus the Dragon Knight. That's not supposed to be a thing that's going on, but regardless, looks like low priority are going to say, screw it. We're going to apply some real serious pressure. Your boy JC going to get spotted out, has Ice Wall, has Cold Snap, and they're going to finally take down this Observer Ward. About time. There's a Sprout and an Impale onto your boy JC. However, there's not really that much more follow-up. Tubby the Fat's going to charge to the front lines, does have a full tank of mana. And let's take a quick look at his build. But build looks pretty normalized now after that level 1 goo. 2 points in Quill Spray. Going to get more Bristleback, going to get more Quill Spray moving forward. And, well, it looks like the Nature's Prophet has had enough with that. He's going to return to the top lane, try to put some pressure onto Tolera, but Tolera, I don't really think can be pressured by Nature's Prophet at this point. These guys are really annoying, these, like, Ninja Turtle-looking guys. They're just going to charge at the Puck constantly, and Puck, he's got to just run away from this, because he can't stand a fight. He's just going to slowly get chipped down. Oof, the range from Invoker is so devastating, but yeah, Puck is not going to be pressured too heavily. If he finds an opening, he can just go to town on Nature's Prophet. He might not be able to get a kill, but still a lot of damage will be done. Back on this bottom lane, it looks like your boy JC on the support Invoker is most likely just going to be focusing on Cold Snap and Ice Wall. I mean, Quas Extort is the build that you go for Invoker. I mean, Wex is an option, but usually it's going to be Quas Extort. Ice Wall and Cold Snap are usually, or at least, at the very least, Ice Wall is a skill that usually falls by the wayside in favor of stuff like Sunstrikes, stuff like Forge Spirits, but you know, Forge Spirits aren't going to be coming up for quite a long time. Forge Spirits at low levels are kind of underwhelming, so they're probably not going to be picked up quite yet, but Ice Wall is an incredibly cost-efficient skill if you always have a chance to land it, and when you're not going super aggressive on your Invoker, when you're going to be going for this passive sort of backup support play, you're going to have many opportunities to land a good Ice Wall, and Ice Wall, you just drop it down and then you just drink up the value. It's a pretty underutilized skill, but that's only because his other skills, quite frankly, are a little bit better. But now he's going to go for Wex. Oh, this is... It opens the door for Deafening Blast, but really, a Deafening Blast is like level 2. That's kind of shitty. By kind of shitty, I mean just terrible, so... Like, I don't even know if that's worth casting. It's still really expensive on the mana pool. I believe it's 200 mana, if I recall correctly. Can I actually look? I can look. But do I have a chance? Yeah, it's always 200 mana. So that's a 200 mana skill that does jack all. So probably not going to be really worth him casting that. Back up to the top lane, Talera is going to put some pressure on the tower. Nature's Prophet, you would expect in this matchup to be the one pushing, but Talera forcing the Nature's Prophet out of lane again and again and again. He's going to eventually bring down that tower, and then he's going to get that much closer to his Blink Dagger. Flying Zebra is going to set up, check Roshan actually. Nature's Prophet is capable of killing Roshan at this point in time, but needs a little bit backup to make it actually worth doing. Otherwise, it's just too slow and too dangerous. But Spectre has picked up the Phase Boots 3-1-1, so the Spectre is actually pretty wealthy at this stage in the game, all things considered. But 2-1-2 on Tubby the Fat, he's doing very, very well for himself as well. In the meantime, Lycus in the mid lane has a Haste Rune, can feasibly get a kill on this Viper. The Poison Dragon can start to burn down this tower, and Viper can do nothing but watch. He knows that the Dragon Knight has a Haste Rune. If he pops the haste and just charges at the Viper, well, Nature's Prophet can come in to Tasalis, getting a little bit too close. Lycus is going to first secure that tower kill, then pop the Haste Rune, and then get the hell out of there. The Haunt was used very, very quickly by the Spectre to do absolutely nothing, and now Dragon Knight's going to play some games with Lo the Epic, has a Dragon Tail, could actually go for this kill. He's going to get slowed down in theory, but he still has the Haste Rune. Lo the Epic with the Dragon Tail is going to get brought down by this poison damage of Lycus. Haste Rune, does he have any more? There comes the Puck actually for Dream Coil. This Hallis bit off a little bit more than he could chew. He's going to go down as well. In the meantime, bottom lane, another fight is going to go on. Bunny Funeral with 2 stacks of the goo, and the Spectre, and the Nyx Assassin already. No, the Ancient Apparition. That's what happened. Ancient Apparition and Nyx both going down this bottom lane. Unreal Tangos are just running a train over low priority at the moment with the wonkiest of wonk builds. And really, you saw the value of Ice Wall right there. It is a potent slow if you could line it up correctly. Teleportation's back to this bottom lane, but the Liquid Fire from Jakiro making this push that much more effective. Flying Zebra now just have some Ice Path. Gonna look to engage. There's the Ice Path. Gonna hit Bunny Funeral, and Bunny's for breakfast walks into it right after. Tubby the Fat gonna get stunned up by the Impale. Ice Wall does go down, but here comes the Viper. Viper does not have any Viper Strike. He's gonna put some damage onto your boy JC, but the Nyx Assassin has already gone down. In the meantime, Lycus picking up a solo kill on the Nature's Prophet. No, not a solo kill. The Puck was there as well with a Blink Dagger now picked up. So URT, they find 2 kills, and well, they're gonna look for this tower, I expect. 3 points in Liquid Fire, and Invoker, he's actually contributing a lot more in this side roll than I would really expect, but a lot of that is just Tubby the Fat charging to the front lines and low priority. With the Spectre aggressive tri-lane, well, first of all, Spectre in aggressive tri-lane is kind of underwhelming. She's not exactly a Gyrocopter or a Luna, something like that, but he's just making it so difficult for low priority to get the stun combination off and actually just to get space, because every single time they want to go aggressive, they have to fall back. Talera and Lycus. Oh, Lycus also picked up Blink Dagger. Jeebus. Blinks for days, and Lycus done goose. He's going to blink ahead regardless. Does have a Dream Coil. There it is, onto low priority. He's going to throw out the Wrath of Nature, but there's no escape for you. That Sprout is actually going to help quite a bit. That was a pretty sweet Sprout right there, but he's going to die regardless. That is like a next level sprout, guys. Tolera going to find that kill. Meantime, Flying Zebra as well as your boy JC going to roam around up to the top lane. There is a level 2 dragon on Lycus, and this top tier 2 tower looking awfully tasty in the eyes of Real Tangos. I don't really know if low priority could actually mount a defense at this stage in the game. Nick Assassin is only level 4, and if Bunnies for Breakfast gets caught out, which it looks like he will, Ice Wall plus Cold Snap is there. Dual Breath with Cold Snap is pretty ridiculous. Ice Path goes down. There's a lot of ice in this game. Flying Zebra is going to pick up that kill for free, and a Haste Rune because, you know, Lycus needs another one. Going to give everyone a swig of the bottle, and now with the Haste Rune, level 2 Dragon, they're going to look for their next target, and, well, the tier 2 target is going to be top lane or mid lane. Honestly, it doesn't really matter too much. They could take either one really easily. Hell, they might even be able to take on both. You push both out. He has a Haste Rune, you get to the top lane real quickly. Mid lane tower, quivering in its foundation. Only 1 point in extort for Ice Wall. That's pretty interesting. Salas is going to go in, but Bunny Funeral gets Dragon Tailed, and Lycus, Zoidberg's away. Ice Path is going to get in for a little bit of disable, but no follow-up there. Dragon Knight, keep in mind, does have a Blink Dagger. He can use it once again, and it's all hands on deck for this mid lane. This mid lane tower is not going to be up for much longer. Toby the Fat does tag Salas, and Blink Forward from Lycus can do a lot of damage from this Viper. There's Chilling Touch on everyone, but will it actually matter? The Spectre's going to come in. Your boy JC dropping pretty low. Got hit with an Impale. Will get frozen in place due to the Cold Feet as well. Toby the Fat also dropping low, but a huge coil as Solera comes in. Instantly gets a triple kill. Might even get 4. No, Lycus is going to get the 4th. And yes, exactly, Bunny Funeral. Boom. That is exactly what I was thinking. Lycus is going to now go to town on this tower with that corrosive form. With the help of a level 4 now Liquid Fire on Jakiro, this tower is going to go down, and they might even look towards reaching the high ground. 18 for 4, 13 minutes in. Real Tangos have gotten the wonkiest of wonk lineups, but hey, it's working. There's a Blink, Dragon Tail up for Lycus. Going to get impaled first of all, but this Liquid Fire making it so hard for low priority to actually mount a defense because you can't really rely on the tower to do that much damage. And even though these heroes from Real Tangos are taking some tower shots, they're very few and far between. Puck, does he have another Dream Coil? Yes, 30 seconds. He will have that, and a Force Staff to get himself back out. Why the hell not? Tier 2 Towers is still surviving, but it looks like URT going to instead turn their gaze towards the Roshan. There's a freaking Vanguard Hyperstone on this Bristleback. Holy carried. Oh, geez. This is going to be really ugly for low priority. Medallion goes down, and with the constant Nasal Goo spammage, Roshan is going to drop some negative armor real quick. And Liquid Fire. Look at this Roshan. He's... like, is Dragonite out-regenerating Roshan? Is that happening right now? Poor Roshan. All he wants to do is just, you know, chill with his Aegis. It's not going to happen, because Tubby the Fat is going to pick that one up. With the Hyperstone, usually I would say Bristleback picking up an Aegis is kind of but really, who else are you going to keep alive? Tolera is not going to die anytime soon, I say, as Tolera is at less than 300 HP, but Lycus is mad tanky. Tubby the Fat is also mad tanky. There's a Maelstrom that's going to be picked up shortly, and they want to bring down the high ground. There's 2,800 gold in the Spectre. If she gets her Radiance, it still won't be enough. It'll definitely help in the fights, but it won't win you the fights. Tubby the Fat and Flying Zebra both going to get the Chilling Effect applied to them. Cold Feet going to force the Bristleback back for a little bit, but the corrosive damage on both the melee and range racks is going to mean these racks are going to start to take some serious chip damage. And low priority, there's not much that they can actually do about this. They have a Viper Strike, but it's not aggiemed up. It's only level 1. You don't really want to throw that out if you're not going to fully engage. Tubby the Fat's going to just charge forward. Bunny for Breakfast is going to call with the Ice Path. He might get brought down. Yes, he will, as Tubby the Fat is going to get punished. However, there's a Tornado, just barely clipping that Nick Assassin. Blink Forward from Tolera. He is going to drop a 2-man coil. Going to kill off Bunny Funeral almost instantly. The Bristleback does have his Aegis pop. Now Salas going to get focused by the Invoker, plus the Puck with the Cold Snap. H83 going to caught in the Ice Path as well. It's a double kill for your boy JC, 22 to 4, and low priority only take out the Aegis. The range Raxes go down, the melee Raxes go down, and the pings from Real Tangos say we're going to end this game. GG has been called, guys, and that is going to be it. The first game was 15 minutes, second game was 16 minutes, and that is going to be it. Thanks for watching, guys. We're going to be moving on to yet another random game. Might be following Real Tangos, might not, depending on what lineups, what matches are available, but we will get to that shortly. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully the power doesn't go out. GG.
GG!